Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set. Nike 18. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Neighbors with a catch. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Good.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
73. Kyle left Yanni. Kyle left Yanni.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
Hurts trying again on second down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Play action with Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
Ready.
This is complete to Neighbors. He has the New York touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hurts now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, this is Barkley. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 3rd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Nicks off the play action. He rolls to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Nix again on 2nd and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go!
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Nix. That's caught for the first. And in. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Giants football.
Okay, ready?
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Passing is hauled in by the running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Set up. Ready, ready.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
79.
Nix now to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be third and long.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Great.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got a man left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Rocco switch. Rocco. Ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Let's go now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Come on, set.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants looking for a bigger lead before the break. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, shot.
Nix. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Set up.
Nix looking to throw. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning him from the slot right. The give here on 2nd. We'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Hurts now from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Nicks off the play action. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Play action with Nicks. Buying some time right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Good. Set.
Back to throw. Hurts. This one's caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
Running back sent in motion. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Nix. He's on the move. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a third-quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Field key. Field key. Great. 73. Now let's get it.
Putting a receiver in motion. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Great.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Sixty-three.
They go to Barkley again. Dukes out a one-stop. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Miami.
Hurts to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
They're running the option, short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
No touch.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He finds Brown right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Nix out of the pistol. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 3. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Complete to Hyatt. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the 1st and more. A gain of 27 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He brings it in. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And that's a New York touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 38. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the 1st down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Slot man motioned over. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And the Giants going nickel. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
On the draw, it's Barkley. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They've got a man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. He's still going at the 30. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Offense set for a first and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Now on our first snap after that 2-minute warning, Brock, I'm going to try to get this back with an onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Complete out to the right. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 73, 73. Right, check.
Toss play to Barkley. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's got room to roam here. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Giants come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.